Okay, let's get one thing straight right now. There is no good or bad guys in war. There are no medium sides. There are no evil sides. There are no perfectly good sides. Depending on what country you're from, your idea on war and if it's good or bad may change. Um, huh. Now, let's take France for example. So, if you're from France, right, from history, World War One and World War Two, you were fighting against the Germans, right? So, France, you would probably say Germany's bad guys, or at least in previous wars. But then let's take Germany for an example. You probably think America and Russia probably think they are bad guys. Or even Britain. There is no good or bad. There are people that have different views and thoughts and fight over them. That's the definition of a war. Or you just, of course, don't like each other. That's literally the Cold War in a definition. But, that's another thought that you oppose, is that both of you don't like each other. You both share the same thought and decide to take a war on each other. So, let's take China for another example. You probably see Japan as bad guys, right? Because they invaded you and had a 8-year-long war with you guys. Let's take Italy for an example. Of course, you guys are weird when it came down to the wars. In World War II, you shared it with the Nazis. I'm not quite exactly sure in World War I. I'll have to do a little bit more research on that. But you probably say Russia and America and Britain are bad. Because that's the most recent war you've had. Us Americans, or most of us at least, view Germany as bad people and Russia as bad people because we have previous fights with them. But there's no good and bad. Let's take the Nazis as an example. I mean, yes, what they did, they were bad people, but they had a view, right? And in their eyes, they were the good guys, and the Americans were the bad guys, and the Russians were the bad guys. There's no good and bad. They are just people. Thank you for your time.